Dynamics question 3, paper 2. Let's start. Figure 2.1 shows a man of 80 kilograms standing in a lift elevator. The gravitational field strength is 10 newtons per kilogram. Calculate the weight of the man. Weight is equals to W is equals to mg. W will be equals to mass, which is 80, into g, which is gravitational field strength 10. So 80 into 10 will be equals to 800 newtons will be the weight of the man. So आगे move on करते हैं. The lift accelerates upwards at a uniformly 0.5 meters per second square. Calculate the resultant force upward for the man. Upward for the man. अच्छा. We'll use the formula F is equals to ma. F is equals to mass will be 80 into A will be zero point 0.5. 80 into zero point 0.5 will be 40 newtons. So the resultant force will be 40 newtons. The force exerted on the man by the floor of the lift. On the man by the floor of the lift. The lift accelerates upwards. So the lift is going upwards. ठीक है ना? So this should include the weight of the man and the resultant force. So 800 plus 40 will be the answer. 840. This is the force. And let's see if this is correct. Okay, this is correct. अच्छा आगे कर लेते हैं. Dynamics question 4 भी इसी वीडियो में कर लेते हैं. I didn't plan to do a question 4 in this video, but it seems a fairly short question तो कर लेते हैं. Question 4. Vector is a force is a vector quantity. State what is meant by a vector quantity. Vector quantity के लिए कुछ rules होते हैं which is the thing जो आप vector quantity को identify करने के लिए you need to know if there is a direction or not. Like speed और velocity में एक ही difference है कि speed doesn't have a direction but velocity does have a direction. So let's write this here. Has a magnitude and a direction. अगले भी देख लेते हैं. आज swimmer questions पहले ना. A swimmer reaches the end wall of a swimming pool and turns around under the water. Figure 2.1 shows the swimmer immediately after turning around. The swimmer pushes against the wall of the pool with his leg. Explain in terms of Newton's law why the swimmer accelerates away from the wall. Acha, you have to understand one thing that Newton's third law states that every action must have an equal and opposite reaction, equal in magnitude, opposite and directions. ठीक है ना? Opposite and directions and equal in magnitude. तो जितना force डाइवर ने वॉल पे लगाया उतना ही फोर्स वॉल ने डाइवर पे लगाया. ठीक है ना? अगर वॉल है, वॉल के ऊपर फोर्स लगा है ना, तो वॉल ने भी अपनी तरफ से फोर्स एक्सर्ट किया है. सो ये देखते द वॉल एक्सर्ट्स अ force on the swimmer opposite in direction of force, just like I said, equal in size, equal in magnitude, same thing. Acceleration, force on y due to x is equals to force on x due to y. That is completely correct. So let's exclude this and put it here. ठीक है ना? आगे पढ़ लेते हैं. While swimming, there is a constant forward force on the swimmer. His speed increases until he eventually reaches constant speed. Constant speed is always reached when the forces are equal. There is no resultant forces. When forward force is equals to the backward force, there must be no resultant force, and when there is no resultant force, there is no resultant acceleration. There is no acceleration. For example, 50 newtons is a forward force, and the same 50 newtons is a backward force as well. That implies कि जो आगे वाला force है that is equals to पीछे वाला force and there will be no acceleration, there will be no change in speeds. But if the backward force is 40 and the forward force is 50, that means there is a resultant force of 10 newtons and the car or the object will move further, will accelerate. ठीक है ना? So the only reason why there isn't a acceleration is because the forward force is equal to the backward force. Forward force being the swimmer's capability to swim, like swing his arms. Backward force being the resistive force caused by the water. ठीक है ना? अब ये पढ़ लेते हैं. Water resistance, resistive force, friction. Resistive backward, resistive force, force opposing, force increasing with speed time. So yes. अच्छा. Water resistance backward force, resistive force, opposing force increasing. At constant speed, forward force is equal to resistive backward or the no resultant force is balanced. So that's exactly what I said. So अब हम अगला क्वेश्चन ही करेंगे. We'll end it up here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and have a great day. Allah Hafiz.